Greeting. Woo! Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome back to New Great Castle Adventure. So, what am I doing today? Pondering the location of the final star hidden in the castle, and also going to this place. Right? This place? Yeah. So, Koopa Kid Fleet. I should have been Toad. Ooh, liking this music. Alright, so. Is this a snake? Typically those are fireflies. Oh, I like the way those flames are handled. I like that a lot. Huh. Good job, me. What? Uh-oh, this is bad. I'm amazed I was able to do that. Oh, hey, what's this? Neat. Okay, so. What I'm gonna do is... I'm surprised that those gadget-throwing mole monsters are sniffets. I would have expected them to be fire-breathing flower monsters. Oh, what's this? I like how that's a switch you can only hit the once. Sheesh. This place is so violent. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, this is actually really interesting. Yes. Can I go in here? No. Well, why not? Okay, I'm not gonna bother with trying to hit those blocks anymore. I like the way those flames are handled. It's amazing to me. Alright, you? No? Okay. Woo! I almost did a good job there. Oh. Oh, hey! That red block that I hit earlier paid off. Oh no. Whew, okay, so what I'm gonna do. Nope. I'm gonna hit this and go back to the bottom because that's easier than trying to dodge it for where I'm trying to go. This is quite an interesting puzzle, I must say. I like it a lot. No! No! Okay, that fire flower is still there. I can use this to my advantage. Okay. So I'm not sure what was done with this. Oh! It actually is just spawning a coin. Every time you collect the coin, the thing swaps. That's pretty interesting. Alright, wait for the ascent and give it a jump. I messed up. I didn't understand what I was meant to do there. It was my fault for not paying enough attention. Good job. Okay, so, you. Right, you can jump around to make them go higher up. Yes. Okay. Whew! Got lucky there. Alright, so, oh no! I didn't interpret one of those walls as a wall, and oh, what do you have to say? If you lose track of the switches, they will reappear if you leave the room and come back. I could do that. I like how the way these switches work is that they are actually just coins. And so if I mess up enough, I can actually gain lives here. I'm not going to deliberately farm these because that would take way too long. But I could end up gaining lives here. Alright, made it. Nope! Hiya. No, wait! No. Okay, so... Okay. Gotcha. Alright, and let it go. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I can do this. This is a thing that I am capable of performing. Right. Neat! Whew! Oh! Alright, wait for that fire to go by. Alright, and then... oh no, oh wait, I can wait here. I am safe here. No! Come on. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, wait for the fire. Oh! Okay. Okay. Oh, and there's the star. I'm almost at the end. Okay. Woo! I win! What a level! What a weird gimmick! Alright, 2 stars left. Now I'm thinking about trading card games. I like the way this gimmick is introduced in this level. Like, you just have this thing here, it's perfectly safe. Your only threat is the local Goomba and, ow! And the cannon. There's no threat of falling to your death from that one. Anyway, trading card games. They sold me on a like, something, trading card games, something. What am I trying to say about them? There was a fantasy that they sold me on that they didn't live up to. Like, the fantasy that trading card games sold me on that got me into them was build your own unique deck completely unlike anything anyone else has ever. And play against other people, but that's just not how trading card games work! The fantasy I was sold was a lie. There are Simply put, better decks and worse decks. How many better decks there are, and how many worse, and how bad your deck can get is reliant upon the specific design of not only the rules, but the existing cards. What am I doing? Alright. So yeah, trading card games tried to sell me on a fantasy that, you know, I believed as a kid, but now it's like, yeah, that won't work unless the game's extraordinarily well balanced. And I'm not saying that all possible decks have to be viable, but, you know, more being viable, it would be good. Woo! Would be a good thing. And part of the thing is, you know, some cards just aren't as good as other cards. I'm okay with some cards being not as good if, you know, they thought that whatever the card did was going to be better than it turned out to be. Like, that's fine. But, nope, not going for that anymore. A lot of times when you play a trading card game, they just make cards deliberately worse than others to force you to buy more. That's why I like the concept of, oh gosh, what was that card name? Android Netrunner? Where, whenever a new set comes out, you just buy the whole thing. You don't, it's not a trading card game, it calls itself a living card game or something like that. And so while you, again, have some decks that are simply better than others, because some cards are simply better than others, and, you know, they combine in certain ways to be better or worse. It's not going to cost you a whole lot of money to get the good cards. Because if you have any cards from the latest set of cards, you have all the cards from the latest set of cards. Man, compared with what I was doing before, good job, me. This is kiddie stuff, but then I seriously messed it up. I don't like the actual game Android Netrunner because I am bad at it. I don't know if it's a good game or not, but every experience I've had with it has been bad. I like the concept. This is another one of those games where I like the concept, but not the actual experience that I get when I play. Like War Machine and Hordes. I am really into the concepts presented by those games, War Machine and Hordes, but not the actual experience that I get when playing. Which, to be fair, isn't necessarily because of the way the game itself is designed, but rather because of the community that I have to play with. War Machine and Hordes are mini-games where you assemble some models and then paint. Good job, and then paint them. And one of my local community members was very grabby. Like, you'd be playing a game, right? Back again? You just don't give up, do you? Ha! You'll be no match for me this time with my new clown car. Good job, me. I like the music for this, but what am I meant to do here? Whew, I'm amazed that I did that. Oh no! What am I meant to be doing here? Anyway, yeah, he'd get really grabby with your models, with his greasy pizza hands. Yay! And, like, since this was a miniatures game, the precise location of your models relative to each other is incredibly important. Oh gosh, this boss is gonna destroy me. And since it's so far from the midpoint again, it's gonna be a bad time fighting against it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. War Machine Hordes. I wonder if I could have gotten a second jump in there. Anyway, so positioning of the specific place your model is on the play area is important. And there's not like a grid or anything, you need to measure it out with a tape measure. And he'd come up to the table where I'm playing and be like, oh, that model looks so cool, can I look at it? And then he'd like reach out and grab it without waiting for a yes or no. And for me it'd always be no because of his greasy pizza hands ruining my paint job. And also because the actual physical position of my model was super important. Oh gosh, getting back to that boss is gonna be a pain. Also, I missed a secret star. Where did I miss it from? When playing a game like War Machine or Hordes, it's customary when teaching a new person to play to lose against them. A friend of mine wanted to get me into the game, but rather than teach me himself, he went to play with someone else and had some other guy teach me how to play. And the other guy just, like, completely destroyed me. So, instead of learning how to play, he'd also answer a lot of my questions with, oh, it doesn't matter. Like asking about how resource management works in that game. Instead of getting told the answer I was looking for, he just told me, oh, it doesn't matter. This is the game's core resource. Managing it does matter. Anyway, yeah, so my training game involved all of my stuff getting destroyed, so I didn't actually get to learn how to use anything. And I just got completely destroyed. Good job, me. Oh, did that awful turtle disappear itself into the void? Well, yeah, I think the game itself might be fun if I had people... Good job, me! If I had better people to play against. Also, then there's the fact of a new player coming into an established community of people playing the game. So, you know, I'm by default the worst guy in the game. Because I don't even know what most of the rules are, let alone what's good to do and why. Although, again, that's not a problem with game design, and that's not even necessarily a problem with the community. I'm good at this. And that's not necessarily a problem with that specific community. It's just a problem of multiplayer games like that, where there's a decently high cost to entry. It was, what, like 200... Why am I so good? Alright, cheating time. Anyway, so you get a decently high cost to entry where it's like $200 just to get enough stuff to play a decent sized game. And so you go into an existing community and well, if you've ever gotten into random battles on online games where there's already an existing community of people who are good at the game. Hold on. Oh, no, not this room. Is there anything to the left here? Okay, so, level 31. So this should end with level 30. Did I find any secret stars in this chamber? I don't think so. Wait. Okay, so this should be level 30. Okay, good. And at 94 stars I can go into there. Well, yeah, any game where you have a community, being a new player in that community is going to be a hard time, especially if there aren't a whole lot of new players coming in at once, because you're just not going to be as good at the game as anyone else around you, and that's really discouraging for me. It's... oh, goodness. Cheating time. Because look at how well I'm performing. I keep saying that I'm going to cheat, and then I don't actually do it because I don't want to. Anywho, yeah, that's the nature of joining a community, is kind of discouraging to me. Great sense of timing there, me. Interesting. Wait, no, never mind. I thought I discovered something cool, but yeah. Well, something. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Don't hurt me. Pop it. Getting it is cool. But like, look at, for example, the Dark Souls community, where it's a joke about how often they tell new players to just get good, and that's the advice for how to play. Just get good. Okay, so yes, that is blocked because I didn't do the thing with it, and now I'm going over here. Okay. Okay, I think I skipped something earlier. I mean, there's stuff here. I like stuff. Oh, no, I did not skip anything. It's kind of emotionally, on my end at least, difficult to deal with these constantly respawning mole monsters. Like, maybe if they spawned a little more slowly. Oh yeah, something. Another card... blah blah blah, card game. Yeah, another card game that I played but didn't enjoy to any extent at all was Magic the Gathering, because everything about that game just feels bad to me. Like there are these cards called that are lands, and all they do is... oh my, did I missed something very blatant here. Very blatant indeed. Alright, I'm not gonna take the... alright, so I assume... okay, this is the way it's supposed to be set up, yes? Don't hurt me. A Pippin and a Poppin. Getting it is cool. This was blatant. Oh, good work, me. Well, I made it. And now I'm gonna power myself up before I take this secret path. Nice! This star isn't a total gimme once you get to the secret place, but it's not especially difficult once you get to the secret place, and I like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering. So, lands. Once you have all the lands you like blah, 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 blah. So, being a card game, you draw a new card at the start of every turn. And oh no. And so, something. You need to play land cards in order to play anything else, and all they are is a resource to let you play other things. And so once you get into... What am I doing? Sheesh. And so once you get into the late game in Magic the Gathering, you do not want to draw land cards, because depending on the kind of deck you have, you probably have no cards in your hand and you're relying on the next card of your deck to help you play the game. So if you draw a land at that point, you're drawing something totally useless. So you want to play enough lands that you're consistently getting enough to do all the things you want to do, but not so many that you're consistently getting messed up by drawing them when you don't need them. So you play with a 60 card deck of cards. Minimum of 60, you can play with more if you want. I was playing one that had 11 lands because I had a bunch of ways to search them out, so I didn't need that many. One game, opening hand contained, woo! That was scary. Contained 7 lands. So there's another thing you can do called a mulligan, where you shuffle your hand back into your deck and draw your starting hand only though, and draw one less card than you had previously. So I mulligan. My next new draw is 6 lands and nothing else. And so this repeats until I'm down to 4 cards in my starting hand, and mulliganing down past that is you may as well just forfeit. Keep in mind, this was less than 1/6 of my deck that I was consistently drawing my entire hand of that. Oh wow, I didn't realize I could do that. What? He just defeated himself. I am confused. Very, very confused. So I hope you enjoyed my talk on trading card games. Join me next time when I deal with this underground Galumba, I guess? See you then.